Hey there Vault Hunters, welcome back to the channel, hope you're all well. This is another legendary weapon review from Borderlands 3, and finally the gods of RNG, after hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of gameplay, have finally dropped me a laser sploder. This is the first one I've ever had. I've had friends that have got it, I've seen YouTubers that have got it, and I've never had the luck to get this gun. And it's really cool as well. It's a laser beam from TORGUE. Now obviously being TORGUE, it's going to have some explosives to it, and this does. So if you think back to like pre-sequel where you had like the E-gun and things like that, this fires in a pretty similar way in terms of its basic laser. It bounces a little bit and it's not really hard to control, and the idea is to just pour out a good standard solid amount of damage over time when you can just hold down your trigger and effortlessly just fire away. With this, it does fire explosions every few seconds along with the laser, which pour out some really good damage actually, some good effects, especially around groups of enemies, because obviously the radiation can just pour over to other enemies and they explode and things like that. It's got a short clip of 22, but honestly it's not like a normal AR where 22 would go in seconds. It tends to just drain your ammo down at a pretty okay rate, so you know you're not really burning through your clips, and its reload time isn't bad either at 2.8. So let me just first show you how it fires. So if you free aim this, as you can see, I'm not controlling the recoil, it does go up and it's quite predictable, and then you can see the explosions coming out as well. So if you aim down the sights, it doesn't bounce at all really. Well, it does, but I mean it doesn't go up as much at all really. It's so much easier. I'm not even controlling it, so I'd always recommend using this where you're aiming down the sights, but even if you're not, it's not too hard to control. So as I said, the idea is to pour out decent damage with just holding down the trigger, and you know it's effortless really. You know, you don't really have to aim that hard. Oh, nice double drop there. It takes down enemies like this. It's more than, you know, it'll more than do the job in the slaughterhouse. It'll get you through them waves. It's decent damage against badasses as well, and obviously bear in mind, the one I've got now, it's bare bones. I haven't got an anointed version of it. So obviously if you can bag yourself an anointed version with them damage buffs, this weapon would be insane. I wish I had one of them. But for now, this is pretty cool. I've been running it for quite a bit, running through places like here, Conrad's Hold, the Slaughter Domes, things like that. And it hasn't let me down. I'm playing on Mayhem 3 mode, and the damage is really consistent. It's fun to use. I don't feel like the reload's too slow either, and taking out enemies in groups like that is pretty fun. One of my favourite assault rifles actually since I found it. A couple of gas calls there. So there we have it. There is the laser sploder. I would love to get an anointed one of these. Let me know what you think in the comments below of it. But it's a really cool weapon. Very unique from TORGUE, the laser sploder. So that's it for this guide anyway. If you did enjoy it, please hit that like button. Join Club Mayhem by smashing that subscribe button. And I will catch you guys next time.